This is the Tech Podcast Network. If it's tech, it's here. You're watching CES 2014 coverage of the Tech Podcast Network. TPN.TV partners include Dropcam.com and their newest cloud-based web cameras. Visit TPN.TV/Dropcam.
Next
I'm excited.
You're excited. This is interesting. We had one of these devices, and we set it up to show the setup, but then some things happened, and
we actually had a timer on it.
I think I deleted the card. Is actually what happened. So yeah,
so you're the guy that
it's
did
my
that.
fault. It's my fault. So
that's okay.
But anyway, we have Chris Adams here, and it's from Phase 3 Systems, correct?
Brinno, actually, yeah.
Oh, Brinno.
It's
okay.
called the Brinno Time-Lapse camera, and they make a variety of products. In fact, let's have my friend Chris tell you about it.
Definitely. How you doing, Chris?
Good. Very good to meet you.
Good to meet you too.
This is the Brinno TLC 200 Pro.
Let's put it right up here so the
I'll
folks can
position
see
it up
that.
for you.
Okay.
Here.
We'll get a close-up of that.
This is the third generation of the TLC 200
Can we
products.
get a close-up of that, please?
Well, keep going. Keep going.
Okay. It is essentially a high dynamic range time-lapse camera. You can set it to take a picture anywhere from 2 or 3 or 4 a second to 1 a day.
Right.
The batteries will last for months. It's got interchangeable CS mount lenses. Got super ultra high pixels, like large pixels. So the performance in low light is just amazing.
I can actually attest to that. I do have one of these devices, and I just met Chris, actually, I think it was yesterday or the day before, I can't remember.
Yeah.
He's certainly a gentleman, and one thing I'll point out to you that, not a big deal, but it's a big deal to me, Chris actually has his son working with him, and that always warms my heart. My son works with me, or I work with my son, depending upon the day. But that's very nice. They're very polite, very honorable people, and the product is actually fantastic. The first time I tried it out, I actually put it outside and wanted to check the sunrise out. And there's a timer inside of this.
Yep.
So you can preset the times, and you can easily find out when the sunrise, sunset is. And it does it in HDR too.
Right.
I mean, that in itself is extraordinary. And I put the camera on first time, and you have a sample settings page, and that's what I actually use. I got to tell you, the next morning, 8 o'clock, I picked the camera up between the rocks and pulled out the SD card. Why don't you show the folks some of the functionality of that? But
right before you do, maybe we can. We did do a time-lapse video yesterday, right? Did you get that to the
It's not actually plugged in there. We can't run that. But along those lines, before I'll finish up with Jeff's story in a minute. But when I ran that SD card, just put it in my computer. Oh my God! I couldn't believe the quality of it. I was blown away first time. And I also saw some very strange, I guess they were shooting stars or meteorites, just whoosh.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff going on up there, but interesting device. Let's take a look at the guts of it, if you will.
Okay. All the images are stored on an SD card. And actually, one of the differences between this product and a lot of products out there, like if you're using a DLSR to make time-lapse, is the images are stored on the SD card, but the camera actually processes the video, and so what you get out of it is a video.
Right, you're done. You have an AVI file when
Correct.
You're done with that, and there's no stitching, there's no putting it in the computer and processing it. It's there. It's on the card.
Right. It also has a mini USB port. Mm-hmm. You can plug it into an on-the-go. There's these small on-the-go devices. You plug the SD card into that, plug it into your mobile phone, your smartphone, and you can watch the videos, which I use when I'm traveling, because a lot of the time I'm too lazy to carry my laptop. I just use my phone.
And nowadays I don't even carry my laptop half the time.
Give us a feel for some. You have a lot of other products too. It's just not this particular camera.
Yes.
You had a very cool. When you have your door and that little hole. What do we call it? The peephole on your door, and you really can't see what's going on. They have a tremendous innovation for that.
Yeah, we have a digital peephole viewer. It's about yay big. And it just snaps onto the inside of your door, onto the inside of your peephole. So looking at it from outside, it's just a peephole.
Okay.
But inside, what it does is anytime it detects motion through the peephole. Anytime someone approaches your door, it turns on and starts taking pictures of them or video clips. You can program it. And then when you get home, you just turn it on, press a button, and it'll start replaying all the events that happen with a time and date stamp.
Really?
And you can also they're also stored on an SD card in that device as well, and you can pop it out and play it on your laptop.
What I like about that is it will work on any door, so you don't have to have a carpenter or a plumber or electrician come to your house. It basically unscrew the peephole.
Yep.
You supply a new peephole.
Yeah, because they get a little nasty sometimes.
Sure, and you just push the peephole through, and that basically attaches to the back of it.
Would this work for like a hotel or something like that?
Absolutely. They're installed in some hotels.
Well, I'm talking about, let's say, we're here in Vegas, and there's a peephole in my on my door.
Yep.
And last hotel I was in, actually, somebody took a piece of tissue paper, stuffed it in the peephole, so nobody looked in.
Right.
So
that's a big problem, actually.
Yeah.
And I mean, we've all heard about people.
That's interesting.
People who've been, they have these reverse peephole viewers that allow people to look through the peephole, and then they have attachments that allow them to video through the peephole.
And the price point on that particular
$99.
$99. That's the way to go. I mean, it's a well-made piece of equipment. And you have a lot of other products also, I noticed, in your product line.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about those?
We have a portable because it's battery operated, motion activated, sort of home and property security camera.
Okay.
You set it down, it'll last for 9 months. On the batteries, will last for 9 months.
Wow.
And anybody walks in, I use it for keeping an eye on stuff in my backyard because I know the neighborhood kids mess around.
Oh, I thought it was squirrel. Squirrel.
Now, we also have a case there. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Oh, this is an all-weather housing for that one. Yeah. For that one, yeah,
Okay.
for the TLC 200 Pro.
So if I set it outside, and it's got a tripod thing here.
Correct.
So I set it outside. Let's say, it's wintertime, so it gets snowfall. So sometimes it's actually cool to get some snowfall shots and stuff like that. I could set it outside instead of having it inside and have the screen, the mesh from the screen and everything like that.
We had a lot of people actually. There's been a lot of dumps of snow in the Northeast.
Yeah.
So we've had a lot of people sending us videos of the snow plowing up. I mean, people use it. They use it to record construction projects.
Right. What I've actually done, and I don't have the video available, but the Gadget Professor show next week will actually be on that, and maybe we'll have Chris Skyped in and talk a little more in depth about the product. But I actually will have probably 4 or 5 different types of time-lapse videos. One of the actual Tech Podcast Network booth here, setting it up, a little bit of that, and I have one where I left it on all day while we were changing different people in and out, and it's a pretty cool video, and I'll have a couple more, and I'll have Chris on the show.
That'd be
great. So stay tuned to the Gadget Professor.
Hopefully,
for
won't
that.
show anything that I'm doing, like blowing my nose or something.
No. Actually, it happens so fast that you don't really know that unless I freeze frame it.
Oh, definitely. So where do people go for more information?
They can purchase They can purchase this in all online retailers like Amazon, B&H Photo. They can go to www.brinno, BRINNO.com, and there's a load of information. There's charts that tell you if you want to take a picture every 2 seconds, it'll tell you how many pictures are going to be on that SD card and how long the batteries will last. So there's a lot of data there. One quick question,
tech support. I haven't needed any, but in the event that I did need some, I can call the company and someone will help?
There's a U.S. tech support number. Someone always answers.
All right.
And since I do most of the tech support email stuff,
okay,
I guarantee you'll get an answer.
You'll get the best answer. So.
That's important. Well,
all right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Chris.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thanks, Don.
Pleasure seeing you again.
Yep.
Thank you.
You too. Thank you.
You know, if it wasn't for our sponsors, we wouldn't be doing the CES 2014 action. Dropcam is one of those sponsors. They have great prices available for cameras that you can put anywhere in your house. You know, if I had a Dropcam, I could actually set it up in the living room and see what's going on. You know, with the frigid temperatures that we had last week, I could have checked it on the house, made sure that the power was still going, or made sure that there wasn't any other problems, listened in if I could hear something, and go from there. So check it out. Go over and check out all the Dropcam models. Go over to TPN.TV /Dropcam. TPN.TV /Dropcam. Of course, it'll help our CES 2014 coverage. Thank you very much, Dropcam.